Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Fighting the Good Fight podcast, the show that highlights stories of fighters that experience and fight against the barriers that institutional and systemic racism creates in our local, state, and national communities. My name is Tiana, and I am your host. In today's episode, I am going to catch up with Tyree, the brother of Eric Logan, a black man that was killed by a police officer in the summer of 2019. I have had the pleasure to get to know and develop a special relationship with Tyree over the years, and I have grown to have mad respect for him due to his resilient nature. He has been through a lot, like many African Americans who face the ills of systemic and institutionalized racism, not being treated as a full citizen by those within and outside of his circle. The turmoil he has faced has not only taken a mental toll at times, but also a physical one. If you would like to learn more about this podcast and content related to it, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts, Fighting the Good Fight 45, and visit the websites in the description box below to learn more. At the end of the episode, I will leave you with words of encouragement. So continue to fight the good fight, and always be sure to listen to this story till the end. Let's go! Trayvon stands a whopping 7 foot 1 inch tall and exudes a dark, rich, melanated skin, as if you know in your heart that his ancestry is from either North or West Africa, or maybe both. His pounding voice resounds in your heart when he speaks passionately about his life experiences, and the passion he holds for justice, freedom, and peace always rings true in every engagement he encounters. Prior to and since the murder of his brother Eric Logan in the early summer of 2019, he has been burdened by systemic and institutionalized racism, constant barriers getting in the way of the pursuit of happiness, justice, and freedom. He agreed that this experience has been generational. Experiencing the woes of systemic and institutional racism may subject one to learning firsthand what it is like to have their dignity stripped from them, what it feels to feel like you're invincible or not have a voice, what it means to believe that tomorrow may never come, what it's like to live in constant limbo, not knowing the status of one's future, or even if one even has a future, as described in Rich Hardwood's book, Stepping Forward. Tree's experiences have been just that, not knowing what's next, and trying to understand why it's happening to him. I'll say that again. Look. What'd you just say, Tree? Look.
The people say they got your back really don't got your back.
Yeah. And when you're a black person.
When you're a black person.
Fighting what?
Fighting. You already know what they're going to do.
Yeah.
They're going to knock you down every time, especially when you're a real person. They've been doing that to me for years. What's the difference? I mean, if we stick together, that's our problem. We don't stick together.
We don't stick together.
We always, when we fight that fight back in the day, it started off with everybody. But if I come to you and say, well, I'll do this for you, next thing I know, I'll look up and you doing this, you're going to back away from the conversation. And that's how they done a lot of people. When all that stuff was going on with my brother, they started giving people different positions.
Yeah.
And people started backing up.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, all them people who calling themselves there, they're here in office.
Now.
They in the office here.
They're gone now. It makes me so sad how they all went to that side. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm unfortunate. I started off on that side, and then while on that side, I've switched sides, and I'm trying to be on the other side within the organization, and every time I get pushed out. As Tree explained, the unity seemed to be present when he lost his brother in 2019, but it slowly faded away in due time due to the power structures in the community. Okay, so everybody has hidden agendas, and that part hurts.
Hurts worse than anything.
That
in the world.
hurts.
It's a shame when we cannot come together and do something for the real, but somebody in your team got a hidden agenda. And that hidden agenda is money.
Yes. I was thinking it was money. Because the only thing that would be important to me is money. I'm trying to think about myself on that. And so the hidden agenda is money. But it sucks when you don't realize people have hidden agendas.
You know they came to me like that?
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
No, they came to me like that.
The city, somebody from the city trying to give you money to just be quiet. Yeah.
More than once.
I
cuss they motherfucking ass clean the fuck out. I don't give a fuck about y'all money.
Right. This is about the right thing.
But here goes the thing about, look at me now. Everybody turned their back on me. Everybody. Family, everybody. When I say it broke me, but it made me the man I am now. I was devastated. I had thoughts of suicide. I had thoughts of everything.
Yeah.
I was going through hell.
Tree has a story to tell, and there is so much more about him that I haven't shared. The anguish that Black, Indigenous, people of color face in American society is wrong. Organizations like Black Lives Matter are leading the way to radical healing Black, Indigenous, people of color through relational, holistic, and creative approaches. However, more and more organizations and people need to commit to self-healing, trauma healing, community healing, transracial healing, and healing historical harms, as stated in the Little Book of Race and Restorative Justice, to combat against the ills of systemic and institutionalized racism in American society. You talked to your friend last night. Go ahead.
I talked to my friend last night. And I'm like, it's so crazy when we get to go through so much. We turn around and we'll sit back and be by ourselves, like reminisce, dang, what's next?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What is the aisle I'm gonna turn down? What's the reason I'm going through the same thing?
Right.
And I'm like, man, I told my friend, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I told him, no, just stop, just sit back and, do you understand? You the type of person who's been through so much and so much turmoil. Or you just sit back and wait till that really gift come to you. Stop trying to fight for it.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
That's right.
And I'm always trying to figure it out, man, why is I going through this? Why this happening? Why this happening?
Yes, I'm sure like Tree, when one faces tremendous suffering, one often questions, why is it happening to them? Why me? But in the midst of his suffering, Tree has a realization that he must stop asking why me and continue taking action towards his future. Most of the time, moment by moment, he has a significant spark of hope and determination that emerges and carries him through another day, another moment, and that is his children.
My kids was my rock.
Yeah.
My kids was my rock.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for my kids, girl, I would have gave up a long time ago. But my kids told me, Daddy, you don't need nobody. You don't need nobody but us. Once you got us, you can make it. Man, when they told me that shit, boy, I put my big drawers on, man, took my head up, man, ran. And I've been running ever since.
Yeah. Like many of us who face tremendous struggles each and every day, let us continue to wake up with a sense of mission and purpose so that we can live another day to continue fighting the good fight. Let me leave you with this. Fighters of the good fight who are committed to serving others to overcome the ills of society. I believe that because Tree exhibits confidence, determination, kindness, compassion, and understanding towards others, he will manifest everything he needs when he needs it, based on the universal law of cause and effect. With determination and grit like his, who can't win? Until next time, thank you to the listening audience for checking out the Fighting the Good Fight podcast. If you have an interest in sharing your journey, stay connected, drop a comment below, or email me at fightingthegoodfight45@gmail.com. Thank you.